Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're on our main account and we're going to be looking at the fan favorite Shemira. Looking at her skill set if you're not familiar with her. Also looking at overall DPS and how you can kind of utilize her the most. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Shemira is a very unique hero in AFK Arena because if you look at her skill set, she is actually AoE, which she does a truckload of AoE with her ultimate ability, but her secondary skill is tanking. So a lot of people endgame, even mid-game, use her as a tank because of her life leech ability and the amount of damage that she can mitigate. So when you look at her skills, her ultimate actually causes damage over time for 12 seconds, which is huge. But level 3 damage is increased to 90%, restores 25% health when dealing damage, and gradually restores health after the ability is finished. So she's going to have her own heal over time ability just from her ultimate. Soul Siphon. Steel restores 45% of damage every 0.5 seconds, which level 4 is 60% of damage. So again, she's going to have a big heal there. Silence deals 100% damage to magic-based enemies and prevents them from casting abilities. So if you've seen the silence or if you've had win against Shemira, when she actually silences the enemy, they just stand there and actually don't do anything. And the time extended to prevent them from attacking is based on her hit points. Then the final ability, which is one of her strongest ones, deals more damage the more health she possesses, which if you look at mine currently, she's at 1.26 million hit points, which is quite a bit. Level 2 crit rating is increased by another 30%. And level 3 damage is increased by up to 40%. So looking at the skill set I have, waiting to get her ultimate unlocked to level 20. As enemies actually die in battle, she gets stronger and stronger. Torture Soul ability deals 12% extra damage when there's one enemy, 6% when there's two, and 3% when there are three. So once you get 3 and under enemies, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And if you look, level 10 unlocks it at 24% damage when there's one enemy. Level 20 is 36%, and level 30 is 48% extra damage when there's one enemy, 24% when there are 2, and 12% when there are 3 enemies. So once I get that up a little bit higher, she is going to be super, super strong. And if I can get my last 2 Graveborn pieces, as you can see here, rocking 2 Wilder pieces. But then again, you couple her with Rosaline, super strong, because she will actually bring more attack rating, as you can see here. She'll follow Shemira throughout the battle. Raises the attack rating of the ally being followed by 60% when she uses her ultimate. So she is going to be a super buff. And she increases the survivability of Shemira. So what I've actually been doing is putting Shemira in the front as a tank and then sticking Rosaline on her so Rosaline can kind of heal her up as well as healing herself. But right now we're going to see what kind of damage she can pull on Riz. This is the usual team comp that I use. Baden is tanking, Shemira is my DPS, and I use both Belinda and Rain as buffers. Both of them kind of bring more damage. So you'll see here, Rain will do her lock-on ability to Shemira, which brings back her energy, as well as hit points. So Shemira gets her ultimate off there. And then Belinda will actually buff Shemira, as you've seen right there. And usually she'll either buff Rosaline or she'll buff Baden, which are both really strong. Baden only has about 2,000 less attack power than what Shemira has, so they're really close. The only one that I can get any higher is Falks. Falks is actually, his overall battle rating or attack power is much higher than Shemira and Baden. So let's see exactly how. I've been pulling about 200 million, a little bit more since I've swapped up this team comp, and Belinda and Rain usually die. Like I said, I just use them as a buffer there. But unfortunately, we lost Rosaline in that one. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So it looks like we might pull a little over, looks like 250. So 259 million, which here it might show a little bit. Yep, 259 million. So pretty good right there. When you look at the comp though, Baden did 61. Shemira did 114 million damage. So she is definitely carrying it, while Rain and Belinda are significantly, as you can see, behind, but doesn't have the power and doesn't have the backing of Rosaline to increase the damage. So one thing I wanted to go ahead and do is I actually just completed 100 floors of the Arcane Labyrinth. So at 100 floors, I did get enough tokens. It gives you 45 tokens, which can get you a free hero. Picked up another Shemira. So I'm actually going to bring her attack up another 1,700. So we'll move her to 3 stars. And I just want to do one more battle with Riz, see how much damage. So she was at 114. And I know it is a little bit of RNG with the battle, but I want to see if a 3-star compared to a 2-star make a big difference. Hopefully it'll go the exact same, and Rain and Belinda and Rosaline will die at about the same time. That way we can try to keep it as close as possible just to see the overall DPS. But like I said, if you're not familiar with Shemira, she is super good the entire game. Even endgame, as you can see with her damage overall, her survivability is great. Her DPS is awesome. She can tank, especially versus magic damage. She does a truckload of damage. And this is the team comp that I usually run, is Rosaline with Shemira, because when she actually follows her around, buffing the attack, and it did the exact same. So all 3 of them went together, which is good, exactly what we wanted to see, because she had 114 million last time, to see if we can get a little bit higher. Which pretty similar, I think a little bit less actually. So in this one, 112, so not very much off, but they did die a little bit early, so a little bit of RNG. But she did get stronger, of course, because I want to kind of look at her now. So now she is my first hero, 681k power, 657, and then Baden was right next to her, so 665. So went up significantly in the power level, level 259 now, almost 260, just need some more hero essence. So again, a lot of people are against Shemira and they hate it, and people that use Shemira, I hear a lot of crap about it on the forums and Discord. And then I know a lot of people that always use Shemira because she carries so hard and does just so much damage. One video or one ad I'll do is I just did 24-17, which I'll go ahead and pop in the video and I'll show you now. So looking at the stage 24-17, so what I actually did in this one is took off some of Shemira's gear so Rosaline could actually follow Falks, because Falks has his ultimate, which right there buffs the defense of anyone who has over 60% energy. So with him just buffing the defense, as you can see Shemira up there in the top, just doing monsters amount of damage. And also switching up my tanks. So making sure that Lucius is in the bottom where I had Baden in the top, because Lucius has a lot of physical defense where he does not. And unfortunately, almost get one-shotted by Brutus, but we do take him down. And finishing that stage was a tough one. I've been stuck on that one for a while. So let me know in the comments what you guys think below about Shemira. Happy to get her to 3-star. She is actually my second 3-star, and I do plan to take her all the way to 5 stars. As soon as I get another 40 or so amplifying emblems, I am going to take her signature item to level 20, and then I almost have enough to get it to 30, but not yet. So hit points are going to go way up, attack is going to go way up as soon as I get those unlocked, and she is going to be my first fully maxed out. And hopefully by that time I do get my last 2 Graveborn pieces, as well as leveling up Dura's Blade, but I know that'll come with time. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you're for or against Shemira, or if you're using her to carry the team like I have. She was actually the first hero that I got when I started the game months and months ago. So let me know in the comments, and thank you guys for watching.